Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another exciting episode of Chris Boy's Grandpa Games, where I'm about to have a boss fight against Vices Mar, a Sith assassin sent to kill me by her master, Darth Nihilus. He believes in nothing, Lebowski. He is a nihilist. Anyway, I love the angle of this right here because it looks like Vices is like turned her lightsaber on inside of her own brain and is about to attack me that way. It's fun. Anywho, let's do this. Ooh, yeah, so cool. Okay. Let's do this. Get her off her feet. Yeah! She is slippery. She's not taking much damage. Come on. She needs something in my sight, but isn't pressing her advantage at all. Nice. Oh, she done for. Yeah!
My lightsaber. You've destroyed it. I yield, Master. It is as I heard through the Force. My life for yours.
Arise, but, do not attack me again?
Kill me. I beg you.
Oh boy.
It was not my wish to challenge you. And I must pay the price.
I will not kill you.
I have nothing to offer you. Your strength is superior. It is as I felt.
Now I've seen everything. This woman, she's a Miraluka. I didn't think any were left in this part of the galaxy.
What's a Miraluka?
I heard they had a colony
As if
on the
you
Mid
don't
Rim,
know.
almost halfway between
Like,
Onderon and
what?
Dantooine. Then, it wasn't there anymore. The whole planet was wiped out. Nothing left alive. No one knows why.
Maybe she knows.
Well, it was a planet of her people. If they see through the Force, who knows? If they're
I
all
can see the
Force-sensitive,
future!
maybe they all saw something
Couldn't see our
through
own
the Force that we
destruction,
can't
but I
see,
can see the
and they
future.
left before it happened. Or
It's
maybe
always
it killed
weird
them.
like that. That's a cheerful thought.
They claim to see on a higher plane than we do.
I
You
can
know,
see the
whole Force
future!
thing makes me nervous.
Is she gonna be alright?
Well, some of her wounds are pretty bad. Looks like she was already carrying her share of scars, though. I think she'll recover, yeah.
If If her condition changes, let me know. I didn't want to hurt her. I got another lightsaber from her. Alright. Movement bug, F4, F5. Yeah, let's go. Reactivate HK-47.
Diagnostic. HK-47 activated. Running checks through primary
That
systems.
HK-47.
Assessment. It appears I have suffered considerable damage and dismemberment. I can feel all the cracks in my motivators. And my central control cluster seems to have taken several repeated blaster shots at close range. How crude.
Why were you in our storage hold?
Answer. I do not know, Master. It is curious that I was here, although this place does seem familiar.
T3 knows.
Extrapolation. Perhaps someone was already in the process of rebuilding me. It may be I was needed for some task.
Are you okay?
Answer. If by okay, you mean the loss of almost all my existing assassination protocols, then no, I am not okay.
Oh boy.
Furthermore, I seem to have no discretionary control over my vocabulator, causing me to reveal my true function as an assassin droid of unrivaled sophistication.
Any idea what happened to you?
Answer. It seems you would know more than I. My memory centers are experiencing some setbacks. Reflection. Of course, for some reason, that does not alarm me. I suspect I have suffered such repeated memory failures before. Still, the loss of my higher combat and assassination protocols is shameful and degrading.
Are you okay?
Answer. If by further...
Okay.
Answer. Oh, that is impossible, Master. If I were out to kill you, we would not be speaking. And regardless, I am a unique model. Why, to think that there would be other versions of me would be unacceptable.
Well, there's at least 4 other now defunct versions of you in the galaxy.
Statement. Master, I must inform you that your attempts at humor are wasted on a droid such as I. As I have expressed, I am unique.
Actually, there's a series of HK-50 units sharing your model and function that I've encountered on multiple occasions.
Resignation. Very well, Master. If you persist in your attempts at humor, I shall indulge you. Let me check the ship's records, and we will settle this matter once and for all. Conclusion. You speak the truth. This discovery is also causing me some degree of anger and humiliation.
Are you alright?
Mockery. Am I all right? Oh, yes, Master. Well, I am fine.
Oh god. Oh
I've
god.
only just been reactivated.
His dialogue was
only
good
to
in the
find
first
that there
one.
are
It's even better
substandard
now.
Duplicates of me running all over the galaxy, corroding my good name. But if they are in fact hunting you, then I look forward to the opportunity to meet these units and educate them in proper assassination protocols. Conclusion. So it seems I need you, for the time being.
You're an assassin droid.
Recitation. Yes. As I said, I am an assassin droid. It is my primary function to burn holes through meat bags that you wish removed from the galaxy. Master, oh, how I hate that term.
What, meatbag?
Answer, no, Master. I said it again.
Well, get used to it.
Answer, yes, Master.
I'm not sure I like the idea of having an assassin droid on board.
Answer. Well, I am not certain I like the idea of a master who feels reservations at having an assassination droid at their disposal. In fact, it brings with it a certain sense of dread that you may actually not use me to my full capabilities.
You're not killing anybody. Unless it's in self-defense. And even then, you're not acting without my orders, okay?
Answer. Yes, Master. HK-47 is ready to serve.
Yay! Alright. Got the Atten.
You know, I
Haven't talked
noticed
to
a
him for a
glow
long
before,
time.
but now it's bright around you. You've come a long way since Paragus, and despite all we've been through, you seem a lot better for it.
I feel more in touch with the Force than I ever have been.
It shows. It's kind of inspiring, to be honest. Anyway, just wanted to mention it. I think the others have noticed it too. Alright, what did you...
Ugh, still can't ask him anything. Weird. I don't even care about Atten. He's a douche. Yeah, Mandalore. Let's talk to him.
Nice ship you have here. Where did you get it?
Love it. Nice ship you have here. Where'd you get it? Oh, it's hard to explain. One thing happened after another, and I kind of ended up with it.
Ah, so it's like that. I guess it would be better if less questions were asked then. Now, was there something else you needed?
If you're the leader of the Mandalorians, I would have thought you'd be tougher than you are.
I fought countless battles. Ones most didn't walk away from. The wounds add up. And even the implants are all that keep me going sometimes. I may have been stronger in my youth, and stupider, but now I've got to rely more on my armor, my weapons, and my cunning. Now, was there something else you needed?
Can you give me some stims that I am instantly gonna sell?
I thought that the Force would be
I'm a
enough
drug
of a
dealer.
weapon for a Jedi like yourself. Need a little something extra to work up your courage in a fight.
I take any advantage I can get.
That's a good position for a warrior to take. But even better if he relies completely on his own strength. Here you go. But don't get too attached to them. I only have time to make so many. Now, was there something else you needed?
Can you tell me about the Mandalorians?
The Republic thinks my people are dead, scattered. They are wrong. You should have destroyed us when you had the chance. As long as one Mandalorian
I
lives,
certainly
we
tried.
survive. Our honor, fortunes, and lives revolve around battle. From our earliest history, this has been our way, as it will be always.
My life has revolved around the same things. Unfortunately, I guess.
Which is one of the reasons I travel with you. It pleases me that you recognize the truth. The Mandalorian clans will be united. Then we will take back our place in the galaxy. But we live in times of action, and I've said enough for now. We can speak of this again later. Now, was there something else you needed?
Are you certain the clans will follow you?
We have suffered defeats before, but none like our defeat at Malachor. Our spirit may have faded, but it hasn't died. It will burn bright again, like a star in the heavens.
I don't see an army with you yet.
A lone Mandalorian is a small army. Clan Ordo alone is a force to be reckoned with. We will unite as before, and one day the banners of all Mandalorian clans will fly at my back.
Why haven't the Mandalorian clans come together earlier?
The end of the Mandalorian Wars was something new and unknown to us. Revan fought us like a true warrior and defeated us on our own terms. Revan embodied our philosophy and showed us our own weaknesses. Then he exploited them. It was a painful lesson. With Mandalore dead, our weapons taken, and our pride destroyed, many lost their way. But I will change that.
Hasn't anybody tried before you?
Only Mandalore can command the clans. There was no new Mandalore for many years. I can tell you want to know more, but we can talk more later about this. Now, is there something else?
What's your take on the Republic?
The Republic is a stagnant beast that had been killing its people for years before the wars began. Were it not for Revan's strength, the Republic would already be dead.
Seem awfully complimentary of Revan, considering he almost destroyed your people.
Only Revan was worthy of our respect. We swept through the Outer Rim without any opposition until Revan assumed command of the Republic forces. Only then did the battle turn. But as you know, only a handful of Jedi fought, while the others cowered in their halls, afraid to meet us head-on.
The Jedi had their reasons for staying out of the war.
I'm sure there were good reasons. I'm not accusing you of being a coward. You commanded the Republic fleet that destroyed ours. You were a worthy opponent. Now, was there something else you needed?
Ugh. Alright. Ask him this just to piss him off.
I am Mandalore, leader of the Mandalorians. I will help you fight your battles and plan your strategy. But I will not be your errand boy. Find some other lackey to do your bidding. Now, was there something else you needed?
Never mind. Yeah, drugs. Delicious drugs. Crap. What nonsense.
You felt it, did you not?
It was a sound, like power.
The time to hide your presence is coming to a close, and you will need to increase your training. You are ready. Your training must increase, and there are higher mysteries you must learn. But only you must know the path you will take. I cannot choose it for you. Is it battle that stirs you? To meet an enemy blade upon blade? Such is the way of the greatest of Jedi warriors, the weapon masters. Or perhaps it is investigating the mysteries of the galaxy, seeking out injustice and harm, and bringing it into the light. Such is the way of the Jedi watchman in the time of Ulic Qel-Droma and Exar Kun. Or perhaps your way lies upon the ancient mysteries, and to teach others the ways of the Force, as I have, the way of the Jedi Masters.
I wish to become a Jedi weapon master.
It is not some great test you require to be what you strive to be. It is only your decision to find that path that matters. From here on, you guide your destiny. But in order to take the next steps, you must face your past and put it to rest.
You have gained a prestige class. Awesome. So, I took consular because I want my force powers to be basically unstoppable, which they now are. I'm taking Jedi Weapon Master because I now need my lightsabers to be just, absolutely out of control OP. And I'm almost there, but, tough enemies still, are tough. And you can totally just dominate. Alright. Persuade 20. Nice. Let's see here. Precise shots? No, of course not. Two-handed fighting. Yeah, of course. Powers. 1. Oh, yeah, master speed. Defense increased by 4, 2 more attacks. Oh, yeah, no contest. Alright, let's talk devices and see what the hell she's doing here.
My life for yours.
Are you alright?
I am able to serve. If we enter battle, I will fight and die alongside you.
That's not what I asked. I asked if you're alright.
I have not heard that question in some time. My flesh is healed, if that's the answer you seek.
I didn't mean to hurt you.
I know. And I fear that others will see the mercy in your actions, and in my survival, and use it as a weapon to do you greater harm.
That's, weird. You're a weirdo. How'd you find me?
I felt you, heard you through the Force. It was like a sound at the edge of hearing. And when I heard it, I found I could not ignore it.
Who sent you?
I serve my master. I am an emissary, a scout. My master was aware of a disturbance in the Force, but was unaware of its nature, of you. The disturbance is not something one feels from a living thing. There is little my master does not know.
That's weird. Am
And
I
that you eluded
undead?
his sight for so long is significant. But I do not know why.
I'm a zombie Jedi. I need to know where I can find your master.
You cannot. His vessel roams the borders of known space, and even I do not know where he travels. Until he calls for me. Even if I could lead you to my master, I cannot permit you to find him until you are ready.
Ready?
If I bring you before my master, untested, without your potential realized, then you will be lost to me, and I cannot allow that to happen. It would be as if one brought fire to a paradise valley, shattered a cavern of rare crystal, or blinded a painter.
My life's unimportant. Your master threatens the entire galaxy.
I cannot, I will not. I would die first, and gladly, to preserve you, untouched, unharmed. Now that I have found you, I cannot sacrifice what I have found.
You're a weirdo. If he's behind what has befallen the Jedi, then he has to be stopped.
You will meet my master. It is inevitable. I have seen it. And when you stand before him and realize what you face, you must be prepared. Until then, I must protect you, help you, until you are ready.
Why are you doing this for me?
There's a greatness in you. A greatness that does not stem from the Force. It stems from who you are. And if my master does not understand you, cannot see you, then perhaps there is hope for us all. But if you seek to survive, then you must understand why this is so.
If your master has trouble detecting me, how are you able to do it?
There is much I see my master cannot. I fear it is because of my nature, the nature of my race. My people spend their lives seeing the galaxy, the energy streaming off stars, the growth of life, all things touched by the Force.
Yeah, they couldn't see their own downfall, you know. Where are your people, your world now? I know the answer to this.
It is not a subject which I have spoken of since its destruction.
How is it destroyed?
The planet was not destroyed. It remains. It orbits, dead in space. But nothing lives on its surface. It echoes, but there's no one left to hear it.
If your homeworld was destroyed, how did you survive?
I am not certain I did. I was there when the planet died. To see everything around you extinguished. It was as if I was blinded. It was as if the Force had been bled from the world.
As if suddenly everything went silent.
I imagine there are worse deaths, worse pain. But if there are, I do not know them. I was the only living thing remaining on the planet of KOTOR. And my life, my agony, was a flicker in the darkness that was the planet. All that I had been connected to had been severed.
You were the only survivor?
Yes, but it was not survival. I still wonder what would have happened if I had died with the others.
You'd be dead. That's what would have happened.
Perhaps there would have been some way to hide my presence from the galaxy. If only I had not felt that pain, that loss, as strongly as I did. But it could not be done. When the life was bled from the planet, and yet somehow I remained. My master came for me. He walked upon the surface of my dead world, and there, lying in the bodies of my race, he took me for his own, and he made me see.
Weird.
And for the first time, I saw the galaxy, and I wished to die.
He made you see?
To this galaxy, my world, absent the currents and spectrums of the Force, was nothing but crude matter, rock, flesh, emptiness. He showed the flickering of life on other planets. The mass of beings that swarm through the empty places of the galaxy. To see such creatures, disconnected from themselves, their world, their place in it, unable to see the currents and how they affected everything around them.
And why did your master show you this?
He showed me to make me believe in his cause. He convinced me the galaxy, all life, must die. He fed upon its ugliness, its screaming.
Your master
In
is
its
a
place,
psychopath.
He left silence. And where there was chaos, he brought stillness and order.
Yeah, it's called death. How did your master destroy your homeworld? To kill on such a scale is impossible.
It was not a thing done with machines or weapons. The Force is far more terrible, and it touches more lives than any machine can hope to slay. For everyone that feels the Force, strongly, deeply, each one feels and perceives it in their own way. You have strengths, whether you know it or not. And my master has his. His power is great, and it comes from hunger. He is a wound in the Force, more presence than flesh. And in his wake, life dies.
I am a nihilist, Lebowski. I believe in
sacrificing itself
nothing.
to his hunger. And those who feel the Force strongly are beacons to his hunger. My people, my planet, would have been attacked in time. It was inevitable. Yet we could do nothing about it.
You guys could have run away. Why did your master destroy KOTOR?
The Jedi, the last council of the Jedi, came to our world to meet in secret. They hoped that perhaps among our people, they could achieve the clarity to see what was striking them from the darkness of the galaxy. They succeeded, but only in bringing him from the outer regions. And KOTOR, with my kind, with the Jedi upon its surface, could no longer be ignored. And my people died, and the Jedi died. And there was no one left, only me.
Dark. He attacked it because the Jedi had gone there?
He cannot deny his hunger for long. And any gathering of Jedi is something he cannot long resist. And now that the Jedi are vanishing, I do not know what will happen. Perhaps he will grow strong enough to eradicate all life, merely with his presence.
It's like a death field. Or it might starve him and make him more desperate.
I do not understand what you mean.
Just thinking out loud, why'd the Jedi meet on KOTOR?
They hoped to see the threat that had been stalking them, and they did. But they were unprepared for the magnitude of the threat. He cannot deny, and now I do. I will answer what I can.
I've heard your species is blind. How are you able to see?
My people once had the power to perceive events, to see through the Force. That sight may manifest itself in many ways, and at times, I may affect the abilities of others to see as well.
You sound as if that sight is lost to you.
My sight has been damaged. What I have taught you, it is not the full extent of the perceptions of my people. My master, when he showed me my world, showed it to me as it is. It hurt. And since that moment, it has been difficult to perceive the Force as I once did. But after traveling with you, I feel that perhaps there was a gift in it, hidden beneath the pain.
When one endures, it gives hope to others and themselves.
Only when one suffers do certain truths become evident, both of the galaxy and of the self. And I feel you are an example of this.
How do you see through the Force?
If you wish to know, perhaps it is possible to show another what my people see, what I see. First, you must close your eyes. The surface of the ship, its sights, will only be a distraction. Now, in your mind, reach out. Listen for my breathing. Do not focus on the sound, but the life behind it. Imagine its energy, its texture, in tandem with the breathing. And then in your mind, step back from the image and see what remains. There. It is not as difficult as I thought. You learn quickly.
Woo! Extra Force points!
It will take effort to maintain such sight, but you now have that power. And with it, you can use it to see life around you in a different way, as I used to see it.
Alright.
Forgive me, but before you go, I must ask. Why do you do this? Why do you seek to help me? Teach me?
Because I believe you can be saved.
You must not do this. I cannot allow you to weaken yourself for me.
To help another is not weakness, it's strength. You know what? You have curious views for a Sith.
There is more to the Sith than simply rage or slaughter. There are many kinds of hate, and all of them have the call of the dark side in them. The galaxy is filled with many such evils, and rarely have I seen anything else.
What do you mean?
I remember little of my homeworld before I entered my master's service. It is not a
Never mind. Woo! Alright, off to talk to Kreia again. A lot of talking in this episode, sorry.
You have befriended the Seer.
The Seer. What, you mean the blind Sith? Why do you call her a Seer?
Her species does not see as we do. They perceive the galaxy through the Force, and it is how she found you. It is a rare gift squandered on her people. The Sith carry the battle to you, and you spare them. And as we travel, the empty places of this ship are filled. I hope your thoughts in this matter are clear. If you take her on as a servant, know that the Sith meet their end at the hands of their apprentices. It is not something I would wish to happen to you. This one you have saved has other masters. Though blind, she has ties to darkness. Her presence here is a threat to us, to you. Do not underestimate her, or her loyalty.
Ties to her master perhaps, and I intend to follow that bond to its source when the opportunity presents itself.
Then you are learning.
Atten said her planet had been wiped out, and that it was the only colony of her people in this whole part of the galaxy.
Did he? And what do you make of that?
Seems strange that a Force-sensitive world was obliterated.
You are right to trust your instincts. Something is wrong. It is only a matter of discovering what and why. If your instincts lead you to an answer, seek me out. Perhaps we will discuss more.
Other
Ask,
questions?
and I will answer.
What do you know about Vice's master?
He, if he can truly be called a man any longer, is one of the Dark Lords that pursues you. I do not think he knows what you are. Not yet. He spared the Miraluka, and that may have been the last shred of feeling that exists within him. Keep his slave close to you. I suspect there was a reason he spared her, and perhaps a reason that she survived when the rest of her people and the Jedi did not.
He's no longer a man?
One cannot have power of that magnitude that her master possesses and still think and perceive the universe as we do, as most of us do. I had hoped that you would not have to confront him, but her presence here has changed all that. You will have to meet him in battle. You must be prepared to sacrifice the Blinded One. Perhaps her death will buy you the time you need to deal with her master.
Perhaps if I could convince her to sacrifice herself, that would be a twin victory, I think.
If you have such power, then I would make use of it. There is no need to dirty your hands when you can convince another to drive a blade into their own heart.
And I thought I was cold.
Oh, you have promise. But wait until you have more years fall upon you, and you will see what a shell your heart will become.
Oh boy. You're kind of a monster, Kreia. How did he destroy her homeworld?
It is a technique that is almost as old as the Sith themselves. It is a means of severing connections between life, the Force, and feeding upon the death it causes. It cannot be taught. It can only be gained through instinct, through experiencing its effects firsthand.
And he used it to kill an entire planet?
Yes, and he fed upon its destruction. It will sustain him for a time.
How can anyone have that kind of power?
You would be wrong. There is no strength in the hunger he possesses, and the will behind his power is a primal thing, and it devours him as he devours others. His mere presence kills all around him, slowly feeding him. He is already dead. It is simply a question of how many he kills before he falls.
That kind of power seems impossible.
Nothing is impossible with the Force. It is an energy that flows through all living things, and like energy, it may be harnessed, channeled, and consumed at times. It may even be a substance that can burn and ignite. Do not think of his power as one would a weapon, or one of your warships of the Republic. It is terrible, but it is still a subtle thing. The sect of assassins that chase you feed on the Force. What he does is simply the pinnacle of what they could achieve in time. And that is why they and their techniques must be wiped out. No one again must experience and learn what her master did.
How are they able to drain the Force?
As much as one may use the Force to bolster the wills and strengths of others, the reverse is possible, though not often used. Instead of sending one's will through connections in the Force, instead such connections are drawn upon, fed upon, and drained completely.
But all life is touched by the Force.
Then you understand how terrible such a power is, and why it must be ended. It is an empty road to the dark side, and by traveling it, the price is death before one's time. He is a breach in the Force, capable of consuming the lives of those around him. Sometimes the touch is slow, as it is with his crew.
How does he use... So he feeds upon Force sensitives?
It is not something he can direct or focus, much like hunger itself. He is more of a hole in the Force than a living thing. Force sensitives and worlds rich in the Force draw him. The Miraluka world was one such place. That is why where the Jedi gather, Jedi will die. He will feel it, unless they mask their presence. But KOTOR called out as a beacon to him, and he could not resist it. And he cares nothing for the Sith, or its teachings, or the Jedi. And when the Jedi are dead, he will feed on the galaxy, the Republic, and eventually consume the Sith as well. There is no future in the empty galaxy he sees, and that is why he must be stopped. The breach must be sealed before his power grows beyond what even we can hope to stop.
Other questions?
Ask, and I will answer.
When Vices attacked, she did something to my eyesight.
She did nothing to your eyes that was not already there. She has forced this upon you, but such crude methods are the markings of the Sith. Close your eyes.
Alright.
Feel this ship around you. The welding of the droid as it goes about its work.
Hey, T3 has a stuck motivator.
Now, stretch out. Hear the rumble of hyperspace, the hum of the hyperdrive.
Hey, I can hear a catch in it. It's not fully fixed.
Ignore distractions and focus on my voice. The breathing of the blinded one as she meditates in the dark. Now, listen deeper past her breathing and listen.
As my feet walk from the ashes of KOTOR, I shall not fear, for in fear lies death, and...
What was that?
You know what you heard. It is what I hear. Constant whispers of wants, desires, lies told to oneself to stave off the darkness around us. You are strong indeed. What you heard were surface thoughts only, but it is something that masters have trained for years and never learned.
How did I do that?
That is not the real question you should ask. Is such listening enough to perceive the world around you? It is not. Because to listen to the thoughts of another is much like attempting to see the universe only with your eyes. It is equally limiting. Now leave me be. I must rest.
Woo! More force points. But also dark side points, because every time I fucking talk to Kreia, I get dark side points. Alright, I do suppose we have to talk to Beoder.
General, need something?
You don't have to call me General.
Sorry. Yes, I can't get my head out of the past.
How'd you end up on Telos?
I moved around for a couple years. Working as a starship mechanic got me from place to place. I wasn't ready to settle down after the war.
During my exile, I did the same thing.
Then you understand my restlessness. Though the war had ended, I couldn't find peace in anything. As long as I kept moving, I didn't have to think about what happened. Know what I mean?
Only too well.
I'm sure you do. I decided I'd do something constructive. I wanted to make up for the things I'd done in the war. I wanted to design planetary shields, but there weren't many systems with the credits to spare. There was more that needed to be rebuilt and protected. I found out that Telos was going to be the flagship project for the Republic, and it sounded like something good. I saw Telos before the Sith raised it. It deserved a better fate. But Zerka ruined everything. I thought I could force Zerka out on my own, but I guess I can't fix everything myself. All I wanted to do was send a message, but I couldn't even do that right. That's the past, though. It's good to be working with you again, General. Something else I can help you with?
Do you got any shields I could use?
Sure do, General. I've made a few while I wasn't working on the ship. Here you go. Just remember, the best shield is not getting shot at all. Something else I can help you with? If the Republic would just... I can't... Well, there's some...
Alright. I think I got another crystal. Oh, no. No, I didn't. Alright, I think that's all my talking's done. Alright, we are gonna go to Dantooine next. Poor old Dantooine. They didn't ask for what they got. The council should have moved off of that planet years ago. Alright, here we go. We are gonna put away our lightsabers so that people don't instantaneously hate us. Okay, we should take along Atten and Bayoder.
Another visitor? You must be here to join in the plunder of the old Jedi Enclave. You have to see Administrator Adari first.
What are you talking about?
You're one of the salvagers, right? Your ship looks banged up enough to be part of that lot. But you look different.
Hey, my ship isn't banged up.
Have you taken a look at your ship recently? It looks like it's been chewed up and spit out by a Wookiee. Twice. But you're the boss. So your ship is in just great shape. You really don't look like a salvager, though. Why did you come here?
I'm just visiting. Lived here once.
You used to live here?
Huh. I haven't been back since I left for the Mandalorian Wars.
Really? You seem pretty well armed for a farmer. But a lot of us joined the military during the Jedi Civil War. If this is your first time back, a lot has changed. You may want to go into Kunda and ask around about your family. There was a lot of movement when the Sith invaded. Hopefully everybody you knew is safe.
Who's Administrator Adari?
She was the agricultural administrator of Dantooine. After the Sith attack, she kept us together. Without her, the only thing you'd see around here are mercenaries.
I'll be going now.
Just head into the building and you'll find your way to the administrator. I'll be over by the entrance if you need anything else.
So, if I didn't put away my lightsabers, she would have, been, like, very hostile to me. Not, like, enough to attack me, but, like, hostile, you know? It's like the game finally realized, oh hey, maybe open carrying Jedi weapons will mark you out as a Jedi. What?
Do you actually believe a Jedi would return here? After all they've done to us? They wouldn't dare.
They certainly would. You remember how they were. Always so superior, so arrogant, and never lending a hand when we really needed them.
I still don't believe it.
You should. My cousin's friend, he used to tend the gardens around the Enclave. He swears he saw a Jedi in Kunda. Could be hiding anywhere.
Well, I hope it's true. I hear there's a bounty on them, and we could certainly use the money.
Unless somebody beats you to it.
Oh yeah, she's gonna be the one to kill me. Okay.
Welcome to Kunda. You're a salvager, right? You'll need to see Administrator Adare to get access to...
Okay. Where's the administrator?
Not. The only
Great, thank you. Please open the door.
A visitor. Please, come in. Welcome to Kunda. I am Administrator Turina Adari. You're the owner of the, ship that just landed?
I came in that ship, yeah.
And unless I'm much mistaken, that's the Ebon Hawk. That vessel has been on Dantooine before, during the war. That was a Jedi vessel.
I'd prefer if you keep that quiet. Jedi don't seem to be very well liked here, or practical anywhere these days.
That is an unfortunate truth. And a wise request, which of course I will honor. Most settlers here hold bitter memories of the Sith occupation. Right or wrong, our settlers blame the Jedi and their hidden enclave for their suffering. I remember the old Jedi Masters and the considerable help they lent to Dantooine. I still maintain discreet connections with Jedi. I suppose your arrival here is no coincidence.
What do you mean by that?
My friend, let's just call him Frook. We've known each other for many years, and our continued friendship could create many problems in the current political climate. He came to Dantooine not too long ago. He was looking into something quite important. He's gone missing recently. Did he send for you in case something went wrong?
He didn't send for me, but I would like to meet him.
Brooke and I had a mutually beneficial arrangement for several weeks. He went to the Jedi Enclave sublevel recently and hasn't returned. I know the sublevel is dangerous. I'm starting to fear the worst. Would you be willing to go to the ruins of the Enclave to look for him?
Sure. I'll make it my first priority.
We are fortunate that you've come. Don't expect it to be easy, though. Things rarely are with Jedi. I will have one of the militia transmit permissions to the Enclave security door. Go expecting danger, for you will most certainly find it there. Is there anything else I can assist you with?
No, I'll be gone. Later. Alright, this crazy guy.
Dochi monas runta. Yun bola. Posoma britushni. Posoma brit.
Selling arms, right?
Fasa susho wi. Kanaina doka ches.
Of course.
Osmanfu ni wado de kuta masapa. Dokini kamarenzu. Dawanga nochi. Chauduso jamara.
Right. Crystal Rusan. Alright, we can sell some stuff. Nah. Hold on here, let's sort out the droids. Because I have a bunch of droid stuff, and I don't know what they have or don't have.
Acknowledgement.
Still has mining lasers. Okay. Now HK-47. Ugh, whatever. I need better guns. Oh. Let's run off and upgrade HK's new blaster. There's a workbench in here, I'm pretty sure. Alright, never mind.
What do you mean, Pazak? What, again? This is Ronto Scrag. What house rule says I have to go first? Yeah, well, I'm still not convinced you aren't cheating.
Warning, if you draw another +/-1 card, I will enact assassination protocols.
This droid is cleaning me out.
What are you playing?
Pazak. Well, I'm playing. It's cheating. Whatever, cheater.
He's like, just because you suck at it doesn't mean I cheat.
Statement. My memory core has suffered some damage. Statement. Yet somehow, a gap in my circuits makes me feel as if I should remember you. Statement. This is all the more important since during my routine inspection of all potential escape routes from this vessel, I made an interesting discovery. Observation. The navicomputer is voice-locked. As a consequence, you are now responsible for course corrections and astrogation. Statement. That is indeed a great burden. It also raises many questions. Query. Why would someone lock the navicomputer? Answer. Presumably to hide where one has been. Statement. I believe you've been somewhere.
I believe you've been somewhere. Ooh, sneak attack. That's my little crime droid. Alright, upgrade. Ooh, Jedi Master Robe. Can't put anything in there. Fine. Mandalor's armor. Can't put anything in there. The lightsaber, yeah. Yeah, wisdom and charisma. Fuck yeah. Don't hit cancel this time, actually. Mandalorian assault rifle. You assholes better be happy. I gave you the best. Okay, I think I can actually change robes because that Miraluka or Matukai Adept robe is actually amazing. Yay, now I'm a green Jedi. We will take Atten. No, not Atten. Atten's an asshole. Beoder. And you know, Canderous probably wouldn't even come with me. We'll take HK-47. I'm only here to plan your battles and help your strategies. Get some other errand boy to be your lackey. Alright, Canderous, and you get to stay on the ship. Yeah. Oh shit. You don't have your gun.
Take him down. Let's get this over with. Let's go.
All right. We're going to the Enclave. We don't need to kill every Cath Hound yet.
You a new salvager? Or one of those Kunda canteen?
Just visiting.
Oh, is that so? I'm gonna... I've been here Sometimes... You should have let me know you're a customer instead of letting me think you're some disease-ridden salvager. Let me show you what I've got.
Alright, she has a shit ton of crystals that are all way too expensive. Ooh, she has a Viridian crystal. We need that. Alright.
Do you feel it? The wound on this world, it is centered here. If we succeed in gathering the Jedi, they will come to this place. And if those Jedi are slain, then all that remains of the Order shall be drawn here as well.
So the Jedi still live?
Perhaps in the shadows of the galaxy. We will know when the time comes. And I hope our enemies do not.
That's a big hope. Alright, I want to see how HK-47 reacts to the HK-50s.
For some reason, I cannot fire. Obvious statement. This was not anticipated. I am attempting to access my weapon systems, and I cannot. Alarmed embarrassment. If this gets back to the other units, we will be decommissioned.
Oh boy. And HK-47 is no longer under my control. It's weird.
Optimal accuracy ratio.
It must be something to do with the stored content mod. And HK-47 is back. Weird. He didn't even say anything. Come on. Get him.
Let me have
Boy, they're just both really bad at shooting. And I'm really bad at lightsaber combat, apparently. Finally. Alright, I think I'm going to end it there. Thank you so much for watching Chris Boy's Grandpa Games. If indeed you have, like and subscribe, all that jazz. I am going to end it there. You guys have a great night. Bye.